If you may, please, I will be recording this session. So I will mute everyone now. And later on, if we have any question, you can just ask the question through the chat. But we will have a slot for the chat. So my name is Tony Matar. I'm the pre-sales and TAM manager for programs for IT. In this session, we'll be presenting Aphix. You know that in this month we have 3 webinars. We have already done the first one, which is talking about how programs can improve your productivity online and how it can support you, plus the cloud option. Today, our session will be talking more about the e-commerce platform that is already integrated with SAP Business One, which is Aphix, and we have with us Eleanor and Kevin from Aphix, who will do the presentation for Aphix, and the next presentation as well will be next week for the BI tool out of the box integrated with SAP Business One, which is Clarity. So today's session, you know that everyone is working from home, and hopefully you are safe and staying at home and working. I know that the COVID-19 has impacted us all. So we are trying to search for a way to help our customer, okay, with having more productivity. Everybody learned late from COVID-19, okay, because we have already incurred some losses. So one of the strategy, okay, that we found out that can help our customer, which is the e-commerce that can be integrated with our ERP system out of the box. So we can say that now better than later. Okay, so I will leave this conversation to Eleanor, who will be presenting and sharing her screen to present Aphix. And as I told you, whenever you have any question, please leave it or just put it in the chat box, okay, and we will answer it by the end of the session. Eleanor, thank you for joining. It's you can just unmute yourself, and I will give you the presenter.
Thanks, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Hopefully you can all see my screen now. It might slightly be cutting off the bottom, but I think that's just the size of my second screen. So thank you very much for allowing me to come onto this webinar and talk to you about how we can enable you to take advantage of the investment that you've made in SAP Business One to fast track being able to sell online. As Tony mentioned, we are in very strange times. The market is changing very rapidly. We work with customers and partners globally, and it's the same trends with everybody that we're talking to. And certainly, whilst we're making very rapid changes right now, we will never go back to the way that we used to work. We used to speak and interact with customers is up. So I'll just do as Aphix as a platform, I can see the capability to pick them up at the end. Heard of us before? We are actually an Irish-owned business with offices over in the UK as well. We offer a certified platform for SAP Business One, and it is a SaaS platform. So it means that every customer is running on the latest version. We automatically apply any updates, fixes, apply patches or new product functionality as part of your SaaS subscription, so you never have to upgrade. And we currently have over 250 deployments worldwide on our digital platform. So at Aphix, really what we do is about helping businesses sell smarter. So we look to enable customers, our customers to take advantage of the investment they've made in SAP Business One and open up their digital channels. So customers can come on, can browse the catalogs, can look at their specific products, at their customer specific pricing, place orders, view and track orders, view invoices, get stock availability, all without calling you or talking to a sales rep. So obviously the less that somebody touches an order, the order processing costs are going to reduce. But also, just as importantly, we find the customer service, it goes up because people really value being able to get the information that they want whenever they want. So it could be, you know, out of hours on their mobile phone, they're going to get the same information as if they had, you know, called somebody who had directly looked into the SAP Business One system. So it's about streamlining the costs and the order processing, but also improving the customer service. And now more than ever, you need to interact with you out of hours, or when your shops are closed, or when your sales team aren't out on the road, to enable you to keep on trading as a business. So I'll come to it in a little bit. We sell a variety of different products around this this aspect of the digital platform, but today I'm really focusing on the e-commerce, our customer portals. So what we provide is a fully integrated e-commerce site. It can work for your B2b customers using their customer specific pricing from the business partner record in SAP Business One. It can work for business to consumer as well. So we would have a retail price and these customers can check out using a guest checkout and a credit card or a PayPal transaction. It offers the full catalogue management piece where you can look at all aspects of the product, not just the name and the description that you get from within SAP Business One, but enriched content that you can add in around the description of the product, additional images, any tech specs, ingredients, anything that might be really important for your customers to be able to check other than just being able to buy the products as well. It's a fully responsive, mobile responsive solution, so you get versions for mobile phone, desktop and tablet. It will recognize what it's being searched, viewed on, and be able to change and adapt the templates accordingly. The whole solution is hosted using AWS, which means it's incredibly secure. It's also very scalable. So when we have customers, particularly in retail, but in this last month also in the B2B world, where they will have unexpected peaks maybe, or Black Friday, Cyber Monday, then we can adapt and the solution can be scaled up for them to adapt with those peaks. So as Tony mentioned in the introduction, in the last 4 to 6 weeks, we have had an increasing amount of customers come to us or prospects come to us to see what we can do to enable them to get online quickly. We've had an example where one of our customers had to shut all their bricks and mortar stores and needed a very quick way to be able to continue to trade with their business. Somebody else that was already using the sales reps app that we use, again, the sales rep team were then having to work from home and they needed a web platform as well. So through these various inquiries and customer demand, we have introduced a new model into Aphix for a rapid deployment, where we're talking about a project of about sort of 6 to 7 days. The reason that we can do this is because you are already using SAP Business One. You already have your customers, your products, your price, your stock. All of that information is set up and working within SAP Business One. So you're at a real advantage in terms of a speed to market. And I know from reading some research even this morning that if we don't, some companies don't react quite quickly now, even in a month or two, it could be quite late. So looking at a more traditional way of implementing e-commerce, you know, where you're talking 3 to 6 months, a lot of companies haven't got that time scale. So you're lucky, you've got this information, you've got it all set up, it's all working. What we need to do at Aphix is plug this in and very quickly get you online. Now, it could be that you don't have all the additional content that you might want to put on a website. It might be that you don't have all the about us and brochure pages ready that you would like to put on a website, but you can add those later. What you can do using this model is get up and get trading with retail customers and B2B customers very quickly, and then build the site out from there as you have more time. But from day one of the site being live, they'll be able to check their full My Account information, find the products, purchase the products, and check out, which is really, really crucial. So I will show you now a little bit of the solution. Can you now see? Yes, you can see hopefully a demo site of our e-commerce platform for SAP Business One. Everything I will show you is standard product. This is obviously a site that has got everything populated and fulfilled. But as I say, if we cut down what you would like to do to get you live, then we can build it out from the other side afterwards, because it's all contained within the product. You wouldn't lose any functionality. So at the moment, I'm not logged in as a customer at all. So I would be like a retail customer coming to visit the site. You have the home page here. This is just a series of content blocks, and you can control the look and feel here and what is populated here. We would provide you with the templates at the beginning of the project, obviously based on your logo, your colors, your styling. We have different pages here. Obviously, this is our products that we're going to sell, but you can have additional content pages, about us, latest news, blog features, that kind of thing as well. So again, you can in time build it out to be your full site, brochure site, corporate site, and an e-commerce site. Now, as a retail customer, we don't always know what we want to look for. So for this example here, I might decide that I want to buy a laptop. So I'm going to come on here onto computing and come and have a look at the laptops that we have here. You can see here all the information is about the laptops is already set up here. We have all the filters down the left-hand side that are attributes from the product, and we can filter and refine down. So I might decide I would like to buy an Acer laptop, for example, and I would like it to be blue, and it will filter down and refine until we find the product that we're looking for. Within the product itself here, there are more information. This is the information that you would enrich in the back office of the website, which you wouldn't necessarily need to go live if you were really running on a very fast timeline. But as you build it out, all of this information, PDF downloads, videos, really popular, can all be put against the product here. We also have a series of related products that you can add against the items as well. So, you know, if they want to buy a laptop, do they need to buy the lead or the power bank for it as well? Within the product itself, you can see that we have given it 3 color options, and we also have 3 options in terms of RAM. In SAP Business One, every single one of these products would be a different SKU, product code, but within Aphix, we can group them together so that for the customer, it appears as one product with different options, which is a much more user-friendly experience from the customer experience perspective, and easier to find items and easier to manage content. We also have a one-box search at the top here, and you can configure what is searchable in the one-box search based on fields against the item card. So we might want to search for something in with the stock code of AUD. You can see we've got these matches here. We've also brought up a match against a category, which they can also be searchable as well. Or we might want to search something in the product name. We can find this information here. That's the one I would like to look for. Come on quickly and add that to cart. If we view the cart here, we've got all the information. Again, you can see we have a collect in store functionality if that's something that you would offer, or maybe collect from the warehouse. Or we can do a deliver to address and set different delivery costs based on the country that it's going to. We also can use coupons and voucher codes. So if we just pop one of those in there, these again can be limited so that they can only be used a certain amount of times or within a date range. And you can see it's applied a 20% web discount. This is on top of any pricing that would come against the order from SAP Business One. We can then just do a guest checkout here. I won't step through it all now. To create the account online, payment via a payment gateway or something like PayPal, so the cash is taken up front and that transaction is done and straight into SAP Business One. There's no queuing, there's no emailing. The order is placed into the sales order table in SAP Business One, ready for you to process. What I will do now quickly is log in as a B2b buyer, because these types of buyers, the purchasing process is more complex. There tends to be more information that they require and more in detailed customer account information that they require. So as I've logged into as a B2B customer, I've come into a dashboard. This is specifically for your trade customers, and you can populate this with additional information, maybe new products you're launching, a trade show you're attending, that kind of thing there. We can take the account details directly from SAP Business One. So here I'm looking at the credit limit and the credit balance that I've got against here. And we can also maintain addresses, employees, that kind of thing from within the account. So some business-to-business customers, they might tend to have quite regular orders that they'd want to place with you, and they can then manage these themselves via order lists. So come in very quickly, find, oh yes, it's my weekly stock replen that I want to have a look at. I can come in here, I can edit it, and I can just load it and very quickly get those items straight into the basket. You can also impose these order lists. The merchant can from the other side. So if you have, customers that are very new to selling on or purchasing online, you can go back and suggest some products for them, and they can work from the order list within their My Account area. We also take the order history, and the real benefit of offering this to your customers is this is order history direct from SAP Business One. So this is however the order got into SAP Business One, as far back as your orders go in SAP Business One. You can see here the dates and all the totals. Now this is demo data, so our orders never move on. But we can take the order status from SAP Business One as well, so they can see that the order is in picking, it's been dispatched, it's been invoiced, whatever the statuses are that you have set up in your SAP system. So if we very quickly just come in here, we can just find one of the orders that we worked from. Again, we can see the quantity that were ordered and the quantity was shipped. So if his order had gone through for picking, if there was some back orders or something, very easy to identify what hasn't been shipped here as well as what has been. And I can really quickly reorder it. So whatever I had last week, I just want to order that again and get that into the cart. Again, in the cart, we can change quantities, add products, take products out, but it's a very quick way to place an order. We can also have favorites as we go around the site. You can have the chance to favorite a product, and that's a very quick way to get them in. You can also import your favorites as well, you know, and export these again and then push them back in again. So that's another way that the customer's managing to be able to really easily find the products that they want to buy. And the last piece that I'll show you on this My Account information is looking at everything from a product perspective. And again, taking advantage of the full integration that you have with SAP Business One out of the box. So this has gone into SAP Business One. There's an algorithm that's performed which looks at the last 30 orders that were placed into SAP Business One, however they got in, and will suggest back then not only the top 30 products, but the quantities as well that you would like to be buying them in. So again, if you can't remember which order it was that you ordered this item on, but you know that you ordered it recently, you can come into here and look against the orders, recently ordered products, and find the information. And actually, yes, it was one of those Chromebooks that I wanted to purchase again and add that in. So if we go to the cart now, we can see that we've very quickly got quite a big order within here, which again, we can still edit. We can also import orders via a CSV, a spreadsheet import, which is useful sometimes for bigger customers or people that prefer to work via spreadsheet. And we also have a quick order function, so customers can very quickly just type in what they want and just put an order in very quickly via the quick order without going through the site. But for the interest of time, I'm going to check out. So everything comes from SAP Business One in terms of the delivery addresses here, but you can also add new ones if you would like to. We have all the information about the order again here. We have, as this is a demo site, got all the payment methods available, but we wouldn't expect that to be the case. So you can choose against the customers, even within your B2B, you might want to ask some of them to pay online up front. So do they have a credit, or are they going to be paying by card with Relex, or would they actually just like a quotation for this order? So you can work with quotations and not with sales orders if that is more relevant to your business. So I'm just going to place this order very quickly. And you can see here that the order's been placed. It's gone into Business One. There is an order confirmation that's available there to print, and also there is an email that's automatically been sent to the customer. Let's just find it here. And yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to get it from my inbox, but it looks like I'm going to have to show you my entire inbox, otherwise here we are. So you can see here that the order's gone into my inbox, and all the information there has already gone to the customer. So very, very quickly, it's gone online and it's gone into gone onto the customer as well. Right. So let's go back to our slide deck. Okay, so hopefully you can see, and apologies, I think it's just cut off the bottom again. I just wanted to talk very quickly about this and show you it graphically in terms of the platform. So as you would have seen, or hopefully on that demonstration, a huge amount of the information that you're going to use to go online is already in SAP Business One. So any project, the first part of what we do is we're plugging in the Aphix platform to take advantage of all that information and drive your website. Within the Aphix platform itself, you can enrich that information, you can add all that additional content I showed, you can do that grouping where you would make products with variants appear as one product online. You can add in the promotional pricing, the discounts, the voucher codes that we saw as well on top. Once that platform is in place, we have been looking at the e-commerce suite today. So we've been looking at the B2B or the B2C web shop. But just for your kind of knowledge, there are a suite of other products that you can then use and really expand your digital presence. And you're not having to rebuild every time. So if you want to look into digital apps, We have, field sales, van sales, or if you'd like a branded customer app to go straight into the App Store for your own customers, we can provide that. On the procurement side, we work with order punch-out systems. We can offer a supplier portal for your suppliers to interact with you online, and also a digital catalogue where you can get information driving your online catalogue from other data sources or direct from your suppliers as well. And you can see very quickly on the right-hand side, the marketplace we've got of add-ons that all go into the platform as standard. So you've got all your social, Facebook, Instagram. We can work with Hotjar, HubSpot and MailChimp, and Campaign Monitor for email marketing, different payment gateways, and eBay and Amazon feeds, that kind of thing. So you've got all of that from within that platform. So that one investment that you make will run throughout the digital transformation project, hopefully, that you would take on. But we will be able to get you up and running very quickly with the website. So I wonder if there's been any questions at all.
So thank you, Eleanor. Okay, I just want to add some stuff here regarding Aphix, guys. This is it is just a quick demo now. If you want to go into detail, we can always make a one-to-one specific demo for you. Okay, just you can email me. I will share my email as well. And you will be as well contacted by our salespeople later on, okay, to follow up on Aphix if you are interested or no. And so just want to add some stuff about Aphix. Aphix has been working with us since 1 year as well with e-commerce, the e-commerce platform. So if you have any question right now, please do. You can either unmute yourself and add the question, or you can just write it on the chat box. So we will be waiting for 5 minutes, 10 minutes to answer your question. Yes, we have some question here. How many languages do you support, Eleanor?
Yeah, so we have the main English is our main language, and we have language packs for other Western European languages, so French, German, Spanish, that kind of thing. If you want a language that we haven't got already, the functionality is available for it to be multilingual. We would ask you for some help in the translation, that the pieces that we'd need for the language pack, such as home or add to basket or back, and then we could produce the new language packs. The only caveat we have at the moment is that they're left to right, but if we get enough demand in the region, we would look at adding in any right to left languages as well.
So Nader, for the time being, there's no Arabic language, Muhammad. We might be adding that at a later stage if we have more customer in the region. Okay, the only thing that is challenging is the right to left, but we can do it later on.
Yes, yeah, it's just there's a little bit more to it than just changing the language.
What about customer price list? Does the web store take the customer prices? Yes. If it is in SAP Business One, you will get it. So you have the special prices for a specific customer, and you have the standard prices of SAP Business One. Both are there and will be important, right, Eleanor?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. How long does it take to the site up and running? I think from the slides that Eleanor showed, it is 7 days if it is a standard implementation. There's no problem for that. But if you want to have more specific options like catalogs or pictures, and they are not ready, of course, it will take more time to be implemented. But the rapid implementation and what we are offering, it says 1 or 2 weeks, let's say 7 working days to go up and running on a standard scale. Correct?
Yes, that's correct. So yeah, we would deliver back to you a working site within 7 days, and then it's really up to you how much you want to populate it, how ready you are before you press go.
Okay. What about is there any up and running? Yeah, we have from Fadi. What about UDF? Can we map them?
Yes, we can take the UDFs. That's a very, although they're obviously unique, it's a very standard feature of SAP Business One. So on the initial call, we'd ask you to make us aware of those additional UDFs. Generally, they're around product attributes, something like that, that you want to bring up to the site, and we can add them into the import.
Okay. And how does the sync work between SAP Business One DB and eCommerce DB? Is it two ways? Yes, it is two ways, Pierre, because you are importing items and exporting the sales orders and then importing all the status from there.
Yes. So some information comes up to the e-commerce database and remains there. So products are in there constantly all the time. Obviously, we can refresh from SAP Business One when we need to, or from another source when we need to, but products tend to remain fairly stable. Things like pricing and stock and my account information are live calls into SAP Business One because we need that latest up-to-date piece of information. All the orders obviously are in the back office of the e-commerce site as well. So in case SAP Business One is not available, if there's a patch being applied or something, everything is within the e-commerce database. And then when the comms are restored, the orders will be pushed down through it as well. So the site can keep on trading even if SAP Business One is down for a little bit.
Okay, and we have another question here about the solution SAP Business One, meaning no need for yes, Muhammad, as mentioned at the beginning, there's no need to build your own website because it's a SaaS implementation. It's a SaaS product, so everything will be hosted on Aphix platform. Okay, you just have to plug it to your SAP Business One and the e-commerce will be ready. You don't need to create any website. If you have some specific requirement for the website to have your logo, for the web shop to have your logo, okay, that will be additional. The duration for the project we have already answered. It is 7 days. If it is standard, with more specification, it will take more. But as a standard product, it will take around 7 days, 7 working days. Pierre, can we have a specific prices per customer? Yes, we said that before, Pierre. So if a specific customer logs in, he will get his catalog, specific price list, he will get his catalog and a statement of account and the prices. This is one of the question, Eleanor. So if a customer has logged into the website, will he be having a catalog and statement? Can he see the catalog and statement of account?
Yes. Yes, so you can control the catalog so that at the highest level you would probably have a different catalog for retail customers than you might have for trade customers, and within trade you can also create specific products that are just for some customers. So if somebody has exclusivity on a range or some products, the other customers will not be able to see them or purchase them. So yes, they get their own specific products at their own specific prices.
Okay, great. And can we see the statement of account, or will be this one?
You can see the invoices and the credit notes as standard.
Okay, which
and you can see the credit limit and the credit balance.
You showed that before as well.
Yes.
Okay, Fadi is asking if we have some attributes from they are not stored in SAP Business One database. Can we have them only on the web store?
Yes. So that's very, very typical that everything you need to sell online will actually not be in SAP Business One. So you can upload straight into the back office of the web store via spreadsheets, additional product information. You can also export that if you need to do mass updates as well. So yes, you can just work within the back office of the website. That's absolutely fine.
Okay. Any other question, guys, before closing and finishing the meeting? Can we elaborate a bit more about mobile app suite? For the mobile app, it is a standard mobile app for sales. We can have a session, Pierre, later on to discuss this, the feature. Okay? And I can send you some brochure about it as well. What does it include? Okay. Integration services online. Is it online integration with SAP Business One? Or
yes, we use web services.
So it is online integration, yes. And we have a question: does it support multi-branch in SAP Business One? Yes. And is it compatible with intercompany? Of course it is, because it is already using the APIs of SAP Business One, so it should be compatible with that.
Yeah, that's right.
Should SAP be on cloud or it can be on premise? No, you can have both. You can have it
either way.
Either way, it's just a plugin where you have to host your application and the hosting will be there. So there's no problems. Does it contain promotion like the POS? I buy one, get one free.
Yes,
or something like
I mean, it's a little bit. You can do 20% off, buy one, get this one half price, that kind of thing within the site as well, on top of any pricing that comes from Business One.
Okay. But it's not like a sophisticated one. Buy from this category and buy and get another category. It's not that. It's not
as
POS.
sophisticated as a full.
Yeah. It's not a POS.
No.
Yeah.
But it does offer a little bit more than Business One. Yeah.
Does the web store support? Guys, we have only 2 questions left, because we have to finish it. Does the web store support SEO? What do you mean SEO?
Yes, I didn't show you any of that, but in the back office, you can add all the metadata, title tags, keywords. It's fully optimized. You can embed Google Analytics with Google Tag Manager so that you can optimize the site as well.
Yes, Shadi, it is localized. Doesn't matter about the localization. It can be localized. It can be integrated with any localization. Does it support loyalty program?
Not a standard, no. That would be additional work.
Okay. Do we have any integration with the shipping like Aramex, who will be doing the deliveries? But this is coming from Business One, not from the eShop. Correct, Eleanor?
Yeah, we would. Yes, so we would always recommend that any shipping integrations are done in SAP Business One so that every customer can use them. But if they are embedded and there are consignment numbers held against the orders in Business One, then we can show that on the order status, embedded in the link so they can go and click to check the status of their delivery. But I would say any logic like that should also always be driven from SAP Business One.
Okay. So last question. Okay, I will answer this because yes, it will monitor the order status because it will read from SAP Business One if it is in the approval status, if it is ordered, is it approved, or is it picked or delivered. So yes, shipping companies, we have already answered that. And for the estimated time of arrival, it can be a field on SAP Business One where it can be uploaded to the order itself. And for the last question, yes, it can read from eCommerce can read directly the item master data from
Yeah.
SAP, or you can upload it through via Excel sheet or via XML, whatever you want.
So, I mean, that's how you can very quickly get online, is that we can just take all that information.
Yeah, again, loyalty is not there yet right now. Maybe we need some tweaks to do that.
No, it's something that, yeah, it has to work across all channels. So again, that's probably better driven from SAP Business One because it needs to be available to call centers, shops, however, and then we can use it online, but it's not standard.
And you can apply this in SAP Business One. If you have frequent customer, you can give him extra discount for this specific customer.
Yes, anything like that, we will definitely take advantage. I think I was probably thinking more of like loyalty points or something like that.
Yeah, we need to do it from SAP, I think. So that's it for today, guys. I think using it for a POS for some customers, it wouldn't be the great idea. It's not a POS because you need scanning, and it will be very difficult for the people to do, like for the users to choose from the list. We will share the presentation with you later on, guys. We will share the recording as well. And if you have more questions, please send me an email or just reach out. I will write again my email. Okay, and if you want to have more clarity about the product, please send me an email and we will do it. Okay. Thank you, guys, and thanks for joining. Don't miss our next webinar as well. It will be as well important for you guys, and hopefully we will see you again. And we are starting later on. We'll send you some extra webinar that it will be interesting for all of you. The webinar will be in May. Okay, we will have 3 webinars, and hopefully as well that we will join you. And one more thing, if you find that you need to see some specific product or you are interested in some specific product, please send us an email, okay, to share our thought. We want to listen from you guys, and we need to see that we are here for our customer. So if you need a specific product, to see specific product, or you want to see a webinar for this product, please send us your suggestion. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Eleanor, again, and thank you, Kevin, as well.
Thank you, Tony, for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Elena.